DA member Patricia de Lille has resigned as Cape Town mayor, this after she struck a deal with the party. The party made the announcement this afternoon. DA leader Mmusi Maimane says the two parties reached an amicable decision. Part of the agreement was to withdraw all charges against de Lille. The party says the decision to release de Lille as mayor is in the interest of the people of the Western Cape. De Lille will remain in office until the end of October. She also stays on as a member of the party. Maimane says the process to elect a new mayor will begin immediately. The surprise announcement comes just days before de Lille was due to appear before a disciplinary hearing. The party had accused her of not being fit to hold office. The party has now made a complete U-turn. They have instead praised her, de Lille, for serving the city diligently and for her achieving great things.
Mayor Patricia de Lille has agreed to resign as Mayor of Cape Town, effective from the 31st of October in 2018. And it's an opportunity, equally so, for the caucus of Cape Town to take stock, to regroup, to unite, to focus on the delivery for people. And what we will do as a party is ensure that we begin the process of electing a new mayor with immediate effect. Also want to state that the DA has made a decision to withdraw all internal disciplinary charges against Patricia de Lille. Any other investigations that are taking place in the city fall outside this particular agreement.
The party says the agreement was mutual.
Today is a very significant day and a very historic day. And in many ways, I'm grateful that we've come to this point on a day such as this one. I'm pleased to announce that, in fact, the Democratic Alliance and Mayor Patricia de Lille have come to a mutual agreement that, in fact, resolves the question of the leadership of the DA government in the city of Cape Town. Fellow South Africans, this has been a long and a particularly difficult journey. This matter has gone on for a number of months, and it's certainly for me as leader of the DA not desirous of matters being dragged on for so long.
Cape Town Mayor Patricia de Lille says now that the charges against her are withdrawn, she can continue with her life.
Today that I've reached an agreement with the Democratic Alliance, as a leader has said, because I've always maintained that I'm innocent and that the allegations against me have never been proven. And this is why I always insisted on opening up the disciplinary hearing to the media. Now that the charges have been dropped and withdrawn, I can now get on with my life and invest the additional time that I will have on focusing on the real reason why I accepted the position as mayor in the first place, which is to build a better city.
The ANC in Cape Town says it has noted with great concern the new agreement reached between Cape Town Mayor Patricia de Lille and the DA. This follows the resignation of de Lille as Cape Town Mayor. She leaves office at the end of October. The ANC says it stands by its views that corruption allegations against de Lille to be tested in an open and credible process. The party says the new agreement does not benefit the people of Cape Town, but rather a minority in the DA. The party says it hopes for no changes to the city budget as a result of the announcement. It says the governance crisis in the city has compromised service delivery. And for more on this story, we are now joined on the phone by Khaya Yozi, who is the ANC Western Cape spokesperson. Thank you, sir, for taking your time to speak to us here on Afro World View.
Thank you so much, sir.
Can you please give us your initial reactions from the ongoings of today?
Yes, you are correct on the soundbite. We have noted this illicit arrangement between Mayor Patricia de Lille and the Democratic Alliance that has happened through the back door. As the ANC, our view remains the same. We still want to see the allegations of corruption on various issues against Patricia de Lille being probed and tested in an open and credible process. We equally want other broader corruption allegations, including the water desalination that the DA has procured from Israeli companies and promised on the windfall of bribes and other quid pro arrangements to be proved. We're extremely concerned that the employment equity and the bringing up of black-owned companies or businesses that will now suffer even more under this de Lille agreement. The DA, Patricia de Lille, clearly to us, or in our view, has decided to make a deal with those that she has proven to be a white cabal that disrespects and disregards black DA members. You know that leading up to the provincial conference, the likes of Leonard Max were dealt with by the interference of Helen Ziller, which saw the manipulation of the election results, which produced a favorite person in the form of Bongozi Matikizela, and any other DA leaders which have suffered this wrath of the Democratic Alliance. This arrangement, equally to us, will not change facts on the ground. The polls are showing a massive decline in the Democratic Alliance and also a growth for the ANC, and that it is a closing gap. This to us is just a desperation and a drive to settle the deal, the matter before we go to elections. As you know, in November, parties will be all out in the country, as we will be directed by the IEC to go campaign for the people to go rectify their addresses. So this is why now Mmusi Maimane was in pains to try and quench this deal before that date. So these are the things that we are worried about in the city of Cape Town. We are equally about the money's budget now. We're going to be paying close to that, whether it is to be changed coming up in the few months that there will be an adjustment budget. So we'll be paying attention to those, whether it will be changed in favor of these companies from Israel who are promised by Mmusi Maimane subsequent amounts of monies to be given to them in order to ensure that there is water given to the people of Cape Town. So this deal, in a nutshell, it does not favor the DA nor the mayor. I'm sure as you have interrogated the reports and through various interviews, you'll see that the DA is still adamant that it will go ahead with the charges and with other motions in the city of Cape Town. But yet on the other side, or this morning now, they reach an agreement. This does not clear both of them. They're still facing an egg on their face. The DA here in the city of Cape Town, as it was using as its launching pad for good governance, the stigma or the allegations of corruption and maladministration still remain. Both on the other side, Mayor Patricia de Lille, she has not been cleared of the allegations which we have labeled against her of corruption and maladministration. Ours now is just waiting for the updates from the institutions where we went to open up those allegations, the public protector, the Hawks to the Cape Town Central Police Stations. So we're waiting for all these developments to happen, but we are happy now that the people can see that the Democratic Alliance is not a party good to govern South Africa. They have literally now tried to shove these allegations under the carpet, and we are happy that it's happening on nationwide for all South Africans to see and witness.
And how do you think this deal is going to affect the elections coming up in the next few months?
Well, it's going to affect the Democratic Alliance severely. You recall that Patricia de Lille, when she rose to power, she presented herself that she is a champion for poor people in the city of Cape Town, whom are in the form of Africans and colored people. And as the thing stands now, if you look at the city of Cape Town budget, it is only recently now that Patricia de Lille has received our support as ANC. Had she not received our support when the motion was put against her, today she would have been history. After we have begged her that she must remain as a mayor, she then decided to change the budget, and she has also made some improvements. She made some decisions which we consider as improvement of the integration of the people of Cape Town, where they will be built low-cost housing near to the places that they work. So we welcome all those things, and we were encouraging her through our leader, Kolani Sotashe, that it's high time that we must push the integration of our people here in the city of Cape Town, and no longer just pay lip service on this matter, because the reality is that the legacy of apartheid divided our people. Our people that lived in District 6 were moved to various areas, and others who are even moved further down to Eastern Cape and other parts of the country. And here now we've got people who are victims of that and who are leading the city of Cape Town. So why then they will take time to reinstate or rectify those mistakes of the past? And we are welcoming that she has now begun to take this journey. But you can see now that the Democratic Alliance stood firm, and they've decided to deal with Patricia de Lille, including other councillors in the city of Cape Town who are in support of de Lille, the likes of Siabulela Mamkeli, Andrews, Councillor Bright Heron, Andan Zodo, and so on and so on. But the voters and the people of the city of Cape Town can clearly witness now what the Democratic Alliance is all about. It's all about maintaining the status quo, which seeks to say let's favor for the whites, and the people in general must just suffer or remain in the squalors which they are.
On the topic of the people of the city of Cape Town, how will this deal affect the people, at the ground level, the people who have to go to work and who are kind of subject to the decisions made higher up?
Well, we talk from experience as the ANC. When we were faced with our onion fight in 2009, what the electorate decided to do, they just stayed at home and did not go vote DA and vote ANC. We are likely to see the same thing happening here, because now here is a person that is representing a majority of the population of the Western Cape, which is colored in the majority, and is being victimized and dealt with by the Democratic Alliance, by a political organization that says we are non-racial. We want to be accommodative to all races and to all classes and creeds. But here, practically, they have been consistently dealing with Patricia de Lille, who has been the hope of the people of Cape Town. So you are likely to see that happening in the next year's election, where people are saying, you know what, this organization that we gave an opportunity has also proven us wrong. We will just sit at home and see what will be the next organization that will lead us, deal or serve us.
Okay, and lastly, before I let you go, Mr. Yosi, how do you think this will affect the service delivery in the city of Cape Town, knowing that there have been ongoing service delivery issues in the province?
There has been. You're quite correct. You remember now the mayor has been recently attending to land invasions and calls that have been made by residents across the city of Cape Town, in Mitchell's Plain, in Iesis River, and Kailicha, and Fuleni, and so on, in Danun. And the unfortunate thing is that the mayoral system, the mayoral committee that she has had, you do not see this appetite among some of our own members, that as and when she will attend to these invasions or call out, it would unfortunately be only herself that will be attending there. Yet she's got a team that she's supposed to work with, that should be attending to other parts of the area. A typical example now, we were called by people of Bokap right there on top of Cape Town CBD, where these people, they are faced with numerous developments, but these developments are threatening them, where they're going to be dispossessed of their own area, which has been classified by national government as an heritage. Processes there of development have been flouted. Young people there, they've been stripped off of their recreation facilities. both councillors of the Democratic Alliance in those wards, in the form of Councillor Goldberg and Councillor J.P. Smith, they have not been listening or attending to the needs of their communities. So it just tells you that there has been a deliberate frustration of service delivery in the city of Cape Town because of a political thing that was prioritized by the Democratic Alliance. Now, going forward, I don't see that that's going to happen. It therefore then means that Lille, as she is about to do the handover within the next month, if she's got anything left within her for the people that have voted her, she must ensure that as she exits, such things will not compromise the service delivery that has happened in the city of Cape Town. If she fails to do that, then these people, then they can expect services that will run smoothly for them after the next local government elections, which will take place in 2021.